Welcome to Same Spit, Different Face TV. Well, my opinions is facts, and if you don't like my opinions, you can start your own podcast. And it's free. So don't forget to spit on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification. If you clicked on this video to hear about Lil Durk being denied bond again, I need you to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And to my spit squad, drop the word squad in the comments. Now, Lil Durk has been denied bond yet again, and the reason why is because they believe that he's a danger to society, and not so much just any random person in society. I believe they believe he's a danger to the alleged witness in the case. Now, you have a murder for hire in Cali, but then you also have a separate murder for hire in Chicago. And now to these points, both of these are alleged, but they've said some pretty damning things about Durk, and that's the feds. They also said that he had $5,000 on any GD head that was in Chicago. So when you look at it from that standpoint, somebody who has a bunch of rich friends, somebody who has unlimited resources. Now, the average person would think, well, if he gonna put up all his money for bail, his money would be tied up. He wouldn't be able to use this money to pay for things like that. He would know not to do anything like that because the feds would be watching his bank accounts. But when you have somebody who has the type of reach that Durk have the fan and support system that he have, the feds feel like they can't be comfortable letting him loose, because if he would pay for one murder for hire and then another murder for hire in Chicago, allegedly, if he paid for those, well, then the feds will look at that and say, and the judge will look at that and say, well, maybe you didn't do all this stuff you're being accused of, and maybe it's just a coincidence the way all of these things line up. But in case you did do this, and in case you are capable of these things, we can't really risk you getting out and something happening to somebody else, or you get out, you flee, and then we're not able to bring you back to quote unquote justice. And when we talk about fleeing, he has some tickets to Dubai, but the way they basically presented, his lawyer, Drew Finland, basically said those tickets were because he couldn't find a ticket with a first class seat, so he kept having to cancel and switch around to another one. Now, is that what actually happened? We don't know. Drew Finland don't know 100% for sure what was in Durk's mind when he was booking those tickets. But it was enough that the Fed said, listen, if this guy get out of here, we can get him back, but it's going to be hard to get him back. And one of the things we just found out about the YNW Melly case is that if you're up for a murder for hire or any type of capital punishment case where you could get the death penalty, most countries won't send you back because obviously they sense the death penalty as cruel and unusual punishment. So it would be even harder to get Durk back if he was to flee like the feds are alleging he will. I think this is just a case that he's gonna have to fight from inside jail. It's not looking good for him, and the reason I'll say it's not looking good for him is because him and his lawyer was attacking the lyrics, and they were saying, yo, this guy is being attacked for creativity, he's being attacked for freedom of speech. Well, the feds went back and they took the lyrics out of the indictment. They did a superseding indictment, and none of that had anything to do with lyrics. So what that tells me is that the feds are saying, listen, all right, you want to say we indicting you because of these lyrics? All right, let's take the lyrics out of there. And the feds probably said, you know what, as long as we keep the lyrics in here, it's a possibility that the judge may give this guy bond, and we don't want him out on the streets at all. So they took the lyrics out of there. We're going to have to wait to see how this is going to play out. And I'll be making sure that I keep y'all up to date with everything that's going on in this case. So the subscribe button should be pressed by you. If you're new to the channel and want more celebrity and hip hop content, hit the subscribe button. And if you hit the subscribe button, you are part of the Spit Squad. So hit the like button and post squad in the comments. And for any Lil Durk videos you may have missed, go to the Lil Durk playlist in the end screen. Check out my original Chicago hood movie in the end screen, No Time to Play Fair. If you into sneakers, you a sneakerhead, you love seeing the new Jordans, Pumas, whatever it may be, subscribe to Kicking It with Fairplay 2333. If you trying to follow me on my basketball journey, my weightlifting and fitness journey, and also be inspired to get back on your fitness journey, subscribe to Fairplay, Flex, and Fadeaway. Also, any of these pages I just named, you can also find them on TikTok or Instagram.